Demi Jo, good morning. It's early Saturday and we've both got some work to do for the next 10 minutes or so. How are you doing?
Yeah, good. I'm good, thanks. How are you?
And I'm good. And you're just off to rehearsal, which is great.
Yeah. We've got rehearsal today for our 30th celebration coming up.
I was going to say, we're going to be talking about a party, which is always really great. Black Grace is 30 years old. And are you excited about it?
I'm super excited. Yeah, it's going to be so much fun. Like, we've started rehearsals and the things that we've done so far, I'm pumped. Yeah.
And obviously, you folks are going to be performing in it, but you've also got Sefo signed up, is going to perform.
Yeah.
So just tell me a little bit about what, without giving the game away too much, what can we kind of expect?
So what you can kind of expect is sort of nightclub, music concert, dance party vibes. We've got guest artists, like you said, Sefo. We've also got the NZ Trio. We've got DJ Manuel Bundy. We've got Buckwheat. Who else have we got? We've got the Feel Style, and yeah, so it's gonna be an epic performance.
I was really delighted to see that Buckwheat's going to be there because I adore Buckwheat. I've known Edward for so many years. Always larger than life, always fun, and really lovely too, which is really great. 30 years is a long time, isn't it? How are the company feeling about this milestone? Because yes, it's exciting, but it's also quite poignant, isn't it, to have a company that's been around this long?
It is. I mean, I don't think the company's older than a lot of us, so
exactly.
There's a really wide history. There's a legacy. So yeah, there is a little bit of pressure to uphold this sort of thing that Black Grace is, this entity, and it's so unique. But we're all super excited to be able to just even be there. Like, when I first started in the company, they had just done their 20th anniversary. And so I was like, wow, that's so cool. Like, Black Grace has just celebrated their 20th and now I'm here for their 30th. So I'm like, I've been around a long time. And so I'm just like, I've been a part of some really special things, and it's cool to be a part of this milestone.
How do you think being attached to an organization like this has changed you or influenced you? Because it must have been massive.
Oh, huge. Yeah. There's so much that I've learned since being in the company. I've pretty much grown up in the company because I spent a lot of my 20s in the company. And so, so many lessons, not just through dance. So dance is obviously the major part, but there's also a lot of that have fed into my personal life and how I live my life and, the high performance nature of it. And so, it's been a huge part of who I am at the moment. And it's been a great learning curve.
And performance like this, particularly dance, because it's so physical, I guess it's really important that you feel like you're part of a family. Mm-hmm. And so is that something that you've felt that you've got from Black Grace? Yeah,
for sure. I mean, with being around for as long as I have, I definitely feel like part of the furniture, which has been really cool. But there is a sense of familial relationship, but then also, that's built through the work. And so, I think without having that kind of common interest in that common goal of serving the work and performing the work in a particular way and making sure that we are getting our stories out there, it's really bonded us together. So,
and working with Neil, what's that been like over your almost 10 years?
Gosh, it's such a privilege and so grateful for the opportunity. Pretty much a trailblazer in contemporary dance for New Zealand, and so to be a part of that and to be learning and being under the kind of guidance and mentorship of Neil, it's one of a kind experience. You're not going to get it anywhere. I was in rehearsal recently and we were taking class with Neil, and I was like, man, do you know how exciting it is to like learn his technique from the man himself? So it's pretty special, really special.
I wonder what drew you into dance. What was it you thought, I've got to do this?
I actually asked my mum this question recently, and I was like, why did you put me into dance class?
It was her decision.
Yeah, well, she did it. But the reason she did it was because apparently when I was little, I used to just sort of dance around the house to music videos, and I would kind of just get in the way and then have lots of energy. And so she was like, I'm going to put you into something that, you might be good at. And so that's kind of what got me into dance. And then I think I just fell in love with it from day dot, basically.
So she decided to put that energy to good use.
Pretty much, yeah.
And it was a good decision.
I think
very
so.
Good decision.
She did good, yeah.
We're almost done. I'm curious because now you're doing choreography as well.
Yes.
So a little bit of the change from just doing other people's works to creating your own. And what's that process been like?
Yeah, so I got to kind of make my first very very little piece of dance last year for Company B, which was an initiative to get young dancers into working with the company. And that experience for us last year, to get to choreograph on the dancers and be mentored by Neil, it was really cool. If I'm honest, it wasn't something that I had intended on doing. You know, as a choreographer, I know that's a completely different skill set to just dancing. And so, you know, I never really thought choreography was for me. And so getting that opportunity to learn some things, get some skills, you know, I got to actually put something up, which was a big thing for me. I was like, I never thought I'd do it. And yeah, it was a great experience. I got to kind of learn some new things and put myself on the other side of the room. So now when I'm in the studio as a dancer, I have that kind of better appreciation for the choreographer at the front of the room, for sure.
And I guess it's good to stretch your skill too, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Because yeah. And so when you come to put a piece together, do you start with an idea? Do you start with movement? Do you start with music? What's that? How does that all come together for you?
I think it's all different. I mean, for last year's process, I mean, I'm also not saying that I'm a huge choreographer at the moment.
Yeah.
I'm still finding the ways. But last year in that experience, for me, it came from a movement perspective. I got to play around with just making up phrases that I enjoyed doing and kind of tweaking them. And then I found music after that and then kind of put it together. And so, yeah, it was great to kind of see where I wanted to start. I know that choreographers have different processes as well. Some start from, you know, a concept, or some start with music. And so the inspiration is always different for different choreographers. But yeah, I think it was a great kind of experience to segue into different pathways of your career. You know, once dance kind of stops and the body's like, I've had enough.
Well, I'm really fascinated to see where you take this over the years, and I'm really looking forward to seeing you all at the party. I've got my invite, which is really nice. And I don't want to make you late for rehearsal because I'll never hear the end of it, I'm sure. So all the best. Thanks for the chat this morning, and all the best for the party and everything that follows from it. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Nice to meet you.